Hey foodies, I want to show you how to make skillet pizza. This is so good. It's almost like deep dish, but it's got a little twist at the end, and I can't wait to share with you. And today, to make it really easy, I'm using Frankie's gluten-free bread mix. This bread mix, you just add water and oil and boom, you've got bread. It's gluten-free, but I'm gonna make a pizza dough out of it. You can get it at Amazon and at glutenfreefrankies.com. So, I want to start by adding my bread mix. And it has the yeast and all the other ingredients in it already, so you don't have to worry about ratios or portions or anything like that. I'm going to add my water and my oil, and I'm going to mix this up. You can use a hand mixer if you want. You can do it in a bowl. I'm just doing it in a stand mixer because it makes it a little easier. Boom, there you go, 30 seconds, it's done. It's so nice and easy. So I'm just gonna take it off the paddle. There we go. Drop that in the sink. Scrape the edges quick, just to make sure I've got everything all mixed up well. Oh, a little tiny bit that isn't mixed. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to grab my skillet, and I'm going to put some olive oil in the skillet. I'm just going to spread it around with my fingers. My skillet's a little bit on the warm side. Wow! Okay, and then I'm going to put a bit of cornmeal in there to keep it from sticking. And I find if you shake it around a bit, look at that. Creates a nice even layer. I missed one spot with oil. There we go. And now we just drop this in, and we're going to spread it out. And I find wetting your fingers just a bit will help keep the dough from sticking to your hands. Oh, it looks like pizza already. Look at that. I'm going to wet my fingers a bit more. There we go. You can have it go up the sides a little tiny bit. There we go. I'm going to poke little fingerprint holes in it so that it has little pockets and more surface area. So from here, I'm just going to put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil on. But this is where you can put any toppings you want. So I'm going to just spread the olive oil around. And I've got a few ingredients here, most of which is from my garden, which is really pretty. I've got basil, which I'm going to chop up. And I've got yellow pear tomatoes. It smells so good. And let's put some heart-shaped tomato on. Oh, look at that, there's a little yellow tomato there. And I find when you vary up the types of tomatoes, it just changes the flavor profile. Let's put that one in the middle. That one looks really good. And then little dollops of this here and there. And a little sprinkling of basil. I'm going to top it with some Parmigiano Reggiano. That looks good enough to eat already. And then I'm going to take a little bit of mozzarella and I'm just going to daub it around the pan. It smells so good in here. I think it's mostly the basil, but it smells so good in here. Okay, so this is going to go into a preheated oven of about 500 degrees or 450 degrees Fahrenheit, so very hot as your oven can get without it hitting broil, for about, my oven says about 13 minutes. Yours might be a little different, so keep an eye on it. Oh, this looks really good so far. You can see it just bubbling away. It is piping hot. I just wanted to look underneath and see how it looks. It looks really good, but I think it could be a little bit crispier. And this is why we did it on a skillet, because we're going to put it on the stove. And I'm just going to cook it on the stove for about 2 minutes. Be right back. There we go. It's been 2 minutes on the stove. I can't wait to dig into this pizza. Slide it off, move that back, let it cool. Wow. This is a warm looking pizza. But I want to, listen to that. Listen how crusty it is. It might be too hot for me to try. Let's take a look at it. Oh, look, it looks beautiful. The underside is really nicely toasted. Like you can hear that it's really well done. Oh, this looks so good. I can't wait to sink my teeth into this. Mmm. 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 It's extra crunchy from being in the skillet and getting that extra heat. I really like it. It's really wonderful. Wonder, what's your next meal that you're gonna have?